This podcast episode may or may not apply to you, but even if it doesn't directly apply to you, it's something that's worth listening to because I'm a personal stylist and a style strategist. And I also hold a full-time job in corporate America. So when I speak about style related topics and things that, women may need to improve upon when it comes to their personal brand and personal visual identity, that's coming from direct experience. That's coming from things that I see and experience and have seen and have experienced working at top companies. So, for those who are thinking that style may be something that may be superficial, may not be as important, think about all of the other investments that you've made in yourself, the investments that you've made in education and financial investments and investments in any other area that's important. Style, your personal style for professional women is super important because style is a language in and of itself, and you have the ability to shape certain perceptions and to evoke a certain feeling. And that's not saying that style is the answer to everything, but it is important. And I'm going to give you a couple of examples today of things that women talk to me about. I have lots of conversations with women about style, particularly, that's a hard word to say, particularly when you think about professional style and navigating certain life stages and life changes, bodily changes, it's important. And I'm going to tell you a couple of stories. Like I said, when people know that, find out that style is my thing, or when they see me wearing a certain outfit, or when they just want to talk about style, these conversations come up. And I always get yeah, I'm going to tell you in a second, but hang tight. This is The Secrets of Stylish Women, and I'm happy that you're here listening to me. Hang tight. Welcome to the Secrets of Stylish Women podcast. My name is Lauren Simmonds, and I am a style strategist, a personal stylist, author, and podcaster. And my mission here is to help other women. And I focus on helping women to make the connection between their personal style, how they are feeling inside, and how they're showing up in the world, with a focus on women who are experienced, middle-aged women, women who are leading teams and leading initiatives, leading businesses, who want to show up in a way that honors the woman that they are today. And as I mentioned in the intro, I am a veteran in corporate America. I've been in corporate America for many years, decades, in fact. And at top companies, some conservative, some, with a mixed type of culture in terms of how you, quote unquote, should present yourself. And I've seen a lot of things. And, that was corporate America has been my training ground for really understanding the value of personal style and how you present yourself. So, in probably the first episode of this season, and I talk about this frequently. So, if you've been listening to my content for a while, thank you, first and foremost. But you've probably heard this story before. When I first started working in corporate America, I was young. In fact, I was 17 the first day I started in corporate America, and I turned 18 my second day at the job. So I was green as can be. And I didn't know a lot. And, a lot of my family and friends were not in corporate America. So I did not really have a blueprint in terms of how to dress and how to act, and nothing about politics and how to play the game. Woo! I didn't know a thing, but I've learned a couple of things since then. But anyway, back to the style. I didn't really know what I was doing. So, corporate America has been a training ground for me to learn so much about so many things, including the importance of personal style. So I'm sitting here with, a very bold necklace on with some bold mannequins behind me, some dress forms that have bright colors and tulle. So I like boldness in excess. And that is a part of my style and identity. That's a part of my personality. Now, when I show up to work, I don't wear these things. So, I value the importance of or the ability to be a style chameleon. I love the fact that, I can really express my identity through, very ostentatious, and I mean that in the best way possible, colorful, bold outfits. I think that's amazing. But knowing how to dress for, certain environments is a skill and an art. And when you think about, how to dress in professional settings, that may mean different things to different women. And, my clients have come from all walks of life. Corporate clients, clients in academia, clients in STEM, all types of industries. And the one thing that strings or brings, or no, the one commonality, or one of the commonalities in my clients, is that they understand either to get to the next level, or either, now that they're at a certain level and they're thinking about their future, they understand that their style is an important part of that. And each woman is so different. And that's why I love working with women, because even women who have similar characteristics or professions or body types, each woman's style journey is so different and unique. Okay. So back to the point at hand. Um, I'm going to tell you three stories that I heard recently, when speaking to various colleagues, people I know about style. And, the thing that just I find really incredulous when it comes to personal style is that it's something that everyone can improve upon. Style, having great style, it doesn't discriminate, because you can be stylish and well dressed at any price point. There are certain things that anyone can do to make their clothes really, highlight the best and show them in the best light possible, depending on what their style goals are. But a lot of people don't take advantage of this. Now, I'm going to give you a little prompt, a little exercise. Take 10 seconds. I don't know what your work environment is like. So, if you work around other people and have the opportunity to see and interact with people, think about what people generally look like, what they wear. Does anyone stand out? Does anyone in particular stand out amongst the sea of nondescript people? And I say that because I'm telling you, I've been in many work, office, professional type situations, and most people just don't stand out. Think about those people who stand out. Why do they stand out? And look, you can stand out for many reasons from a visual perspective, but think about the people who are well dressed and stand out for positive reasons. What are the reasons they stand out? I know for me, I love seeing other well dressed people, because I just feel like we have something in common. Like, when you see someone who's well dressed and you're well dressed, it's like, okay, I see you. I see you. And it's like a little club, because there is just, I don't know. I can't say it enough, but there's nothing like the feeling of wearing something that makes you feel powerful and strong and confident or sexy or playful or whatever it is. But everybody knows, hopefully, you know what it feels like to wear something that makes you feel amazing. In my last podcast episode, I wore something that made me feel absolutely amazing. And if you haven't seen that episode, check it out. Episode 4, season 2, episode 4. And it's called something like, when was the last time you wore an outfit that made you feel amazing, or something like that. But style has real power. And because many people, or not enough people, take advantage of it, you have an advantage. You can use that, because many of the people listening to the sound of my voice, when I do workshops or when I speak to women's groups and talk about the power of style, everyone's into it. Everyone feels, in that moment, in most cases, wow, like they've learned something, or they have a little nugget that they can apply in their personal lives. But you know how it is. We're all busy. We're all consuming so much information and trying to get so many things accomplished. Not everyone is going to follow through. Why not you be the person who follows through and does a few things to elevate your personal style? It makes a difference. Something that everyone can take advantage of. Okay, so story number 1. So I was told a story recently of a woman who, in a place of business, was wearing a light colored pant, a pair of pants that were light in color, but her red thong was visible underneath the pants. and her manager did not feel like or feel comfortable, excuse me, did not feel comfortable addressing this because the gender difference and the sensitivity around that. So unfortunately, that woman's attire was almost kind of like a liability for her in that situation because no one felt comfortable addressing it. So when you think about getting dressed, that's just a little tip. If you're wearing light colored pants, you want to wear skin tone, undergarments, or make sure you look at yourself in a mirror where there's natural lighting so you can see whether your undergarments or anything that is not supposed to be showing is showing. You just want to check that out. But that's an instance of in the workplace, that's something visually that can be prevented, but no one felt comfortable telling this person that that wardrobe issue was present. Then I hear stories about women who are leading teams, have lots of responsibility, but their appearance is just really like frumpy and lacks authority and really takes away from your presence. Can anybody think of anyone like that? And not to make light of it, but there is a connection between how you look and how you're perceived in combination with with other factors. But I don't know. I mean, don't you want to align the two? Like being competent and being visually, not appealing, because that's not really the word, but just making sure that your appearance is aligned with your level of authority and the message that you're trying to convey. They can work in harmony. And I want to encourage you to think about your level of stature. Think about what you are looking to project. And if you have been putting your style off to the back burner because you don't know where to start, there are simple things that you can do to make sure that your style um, improves. So, for example, one of the biggest mistakes I see women make is not getting clothes tailored, or because you buy something off the rack doesn't mean that you can't alter it. So take your garments to the tailor and get them fitted, or at least a little more tailored so that your clothing looks more custom made. When clothes fit well, they look good. Now this is not referring to looks that are oversized intentionally. This is like for just your regular clothes, having clothes that fit well and that you know complement and skim your body are often clothes that make you look your best. Okay, that was just a little side style tip. Now, the third story that I want to tell you, what was the third story? So we talked about the visible thong, we talked about the lackluster appearance of a high powered woman. Oh, this is the third instance. I was speaking with someone else, and she spoke about how when she attends conferences and these powerful um, you know, intelligent, educated women, these really dynamic women, they are commanding the stage, but unfortunately, their appearance does not align with again their level of expertise and authority and the message they're trying to convey. So you want your appearance to punctuate or underscore and work in conjunction with your level of stature. So these are just three stories of many stories that I hear on a regular basis about women of impact who are not taking advantage of personal style and elevating their personal style to, you know, work with their image. So are you making any of these mistakes? It's the little things, ladies. Start with the little things. Lots of mistakes are being made, whether it's the wrong fabrics or the wrong cuts or the wrong, prints. There are things that you can do to almost immediately start improving your personal style. And if you want to, if you want to get a little guide, I put a little guide together. It's called something like, the top 6 mistakes that are ruining your personal style and how to fix them. So go to thefearlessfashionista.com/join dash the dash list to get those 6 style mistakes and find out how you can fix them because I want you to look and feel your best. How about that? How does it sound? So today's episode is pretty short and sweet. I just wanted to make sure that you understand that there is a way for you to show up that honors the woman you are today. I want you to look good in your clothing. I want you to feel good in your clothing. And I don't want you to be confused. I don't want you to feel overwhelmed. And I know we get so many mixed messages about how we're supposed to be showing up, especially post COVID, especially since now more of us are returning to the office. But what does that mean? It doesn't mean the structured suits and the, the stuffy uniforms of yesteryear. Things have changed a lot, but you can still be professional. You can still be a woman of impact from a visual perspective and, have a little fun. Throw some leather in there, some suede, some rich, highly pigmented colors. Do some fun socks, some interesting shoes, a nice handbag, some fun glasses. And I challenge you, the last episode, I forgot to give you a style prompt, something to try. So I'm going to give you something today. And I want you to think about this. So when you think about jewelry is very personal. Whether you are a minimalist, a maximalist, or somewhere in between, I encourage you to wear a piece of jewelry that you haven't worn in a while. So for those looking at this podcast, you'll see that I have on a necklace. It looks like a diamond necklace. These aren't real clearly, but these are really big. This is a big statement necklace. I haven't worn this in a while because I haven't had a reason to. And here we go back to that whole notion about waiting for an occasion to wear something. So today I decided to wear this necklace for this podcast because I haven't worn it in a while. Woo, tongue twister. So since this necklace is really a statement piece and I have on statement glasses as well, I like to overdo things a little bit, but I didn't want to go all the way. I didn't want to do like a big pair of earrings because then it would have been like, all right, there's too much going on and everything's competing for attention because I want you to see all of this too. Anyway, so I decided to do a smaller pair of earrings. So, and these are diamond earrings, a pave style. They're huggy earrings, so they're really small. And I chose these earrings because this doesn't look like it's a set. I am of the mindset that um jewelry sets can be cool because they can give you guidance, on how to put things together. But I try not to wear more than two pieces of a set together because then it looks kind of matchy. I like things that are more intentional and look more like, oh, I just decided to throw this together and look how good it looks. Because you see that I have on a plastic ring. It's pink. And I think I got this at a skating rink. And when you cash in your tickets for trinkets, I think this was one of these trinket things. This is one of the few rings I can wear now because as I've gotten older, I guess things have gotten bigger. So I can't wear a lot of rings now. So I like this. Pink is my thing. So I have that on with this big necklace with faux diamond necklace. And then I have on these earrings, pave diamond earrings. So the glittery earrings complement the glittery necklace. And then I decided to wear, it's a pearl bracelet. It's just one, a delicate strand of pearl. So I have on a mix of things. Does it work? It works for me. So I want you to think about something that you can wear that you haven't worn in a while, a fancy piece of jewelry that you can pull out, whether it's a fancy ring or a fancy necklace, a pair of statement earrings. Wear something a little elevated and pair it with something simple. So you see, I just have on a white bodysuit top. And I'm going to be running errands soon, and this is what I'm wearing. So that's your challenge for the week. If you haven't joined the mailing list, the address is on the screen, thefearlessfashionista.com/join-the-list, and you will get my ebook, Top 6 Mistakes That Are Ruining Your Personal Style and How to Fix Them. And then you will be the first to know when it comes to anything that's going on related to the Fearless Fashionista. I thank you for listening. I want you to be fearless, stay fashionable, have fun, and check out the past episodes if you haven't seen them. Add your comments below. Send me an email, Lauren@thefearlessfashionista.com. And until next time.